video, I showed you how to start a song from scratch by starting to work on my next project. Having finished my first album, I am now kind of looking to diversify and play around with my sound so that I don't get stuck in a creative box. This new song that we started working on is still in its very early stages. So in this video, I will show you what we've done so far and I will continue to work on it. And what I'm trying to show you here is the evolution of a project as I complete it. By the next few videos in the coming weeks, I will have shown you every single step from producing the song to writing and recording it and then distributing to stores and promoting it. And hopefully by then you will have an idea of how you can get started making music. Hello, my name is Rick. People mainly know me as Terroroo, which is the name under which I've been releasing music for the past 3 years. By the way, as I filmed this, Spotify Wrapped just dropped, and I just want to thank all of you so much for streaming my music and supporting my career. The way I see it is each one of those streams is like a grain of sand that each of you contributes to making my dreams come true. So for that, I thank you so much with all my heart. But anyways, in the last video, I started working on this lo-fi indie rock tune. So let's get right back into it. Let me show you what I've done so far. If you want to see how I started this song from the very beginning, please go watch my last video. I will link it below. I will go over everything we did right here. So let's get into it. We had this chord progression that we started working with. Then I went ahead and added this drum pattern. We wanted to play around with the drums, so we wanted to have your bass instruments with the hi-hat and the snare and the kick right in the middle. And we wanted to have little details going from left to right to make the drum pattern more interesting. And then what we did after that is we recorded a few guitars here. So it goes like this. And then we started working on the bass. And another thing we worked on was building out the structure of the song. So here we have the intro, then we have the first verse, then this could either be a hook or an instrumental section, then we have the second verse, and then we go into the second hook / first hook, depending on what we do over here. And we'll figure out what we do over here. We have a length for the song, and some of the hooks could be interchangeable for instrumental sections. When I started this song, I wasn't sure if the snare that I chose was the one that I really wanted. And off camera, I was listening to a few other snares, and I found one that I really like. But now I am stuck between the two snares. So I'm going to play both for you here, and hopefully you guys can help me down in the comments. Write down which one you like better. Here is snare option 1. And here is snare option 2. It has a more lo-fi sound and more earthy feeling to me, which is why I like it better. But you let me know which one you like best. And I'm going to show you a third option, which is mixing both snares. I think together they also make an interesting sound. So let me know which one you like best. And that's pretty much what we've done so far. Now, what I want to do today is add some more guitars, add more bass because we only did a few sections here, and maybe some MIDI stuff. Then after that, we'll add more synths. We'll figure out what other instruments we want to add, whether they're MIDI or live, and we will then write the song and record the vocals. So we got quite some work to do, so let's get started. Let's start by adding some guitars here. I wanted to add some chord strums. Sometimes recording these parts can feel a little repetitive, but it's just details you have to add to your song to make it have those dynamic elements that make a song special. And then I like sometimes recording the exact same part and panning it to the left and right just to make a song feel bigger. When I do that, I make sure to record it twice, not just copy and paste the same part, because if you copy and paste the same part, all that's going to do is make that signal louder. But if you record that same part twice and it's two different sound recordings, then it's going to help your song feel a lot fuller and give your instruments a lot more body. Make sure to play with your levels here too. Remember, when you're producing a track, you want to play with your levels, you want to play with your panning. Even though your engineer is going to have to redo everything when they mix, you still want to get your own mix as close as possible to the way you want it to sound when it's finished. So play with your levels, play with the plugins and effects, and get it as close as you possibly can, because when it's finished, you're going to send your engineer a reference of that track of how you want it to sound, and he's going to pretty much take that and amplify that and make it sound 10 times better, but exactly how you want it. So keep that in mind when you're recording. I'm gonna record this part with two different pickup positions because I'm not sure which sound I want yet. I have this option and this one. Big difference. One has a lot more bass and this one has a lot more highs, which I think is the one that I want. So let's see. I'm gonna record them both, and like usual, I'm gonna procrastinate on making a decision. I'm not so sure about these right here in the hook yet. I'm not so sure about these, and I'm not so sure about these guitars in the hook, so I'm gonna mute them for now. I think there's a better way I can accentuate that second half of the first verse. Maybe I can add some MIDI synths. Oh, that sounds nice. I think I'm gonna add an arpeggiator right there. I think I like that synth here for the instrumental section slash hook. This is where our bass ends and we have to fill it out all the way through to the end. I actually don't know if we'll get to do that today because I'm running out of time here. Believe it or not, it's been around 2 hours since I started today's session, but I don't like to rush things. I sit on the fence for a lot of things that I end up loving later or hating later, so I like taking my time, and I encourage you to do the same. You gotta listen to a song over and over, and little ideas will start popping up at you. Take it to your car, listen to it while you drive, and if you come up with any ideas, make sure to record them on your phone so that you can come back later and actually record them on your project. Alright, so some of these parts that I've recorded, they're just chord strums, power chords on the synth. You can just copy and paste those to different sections like the second verse or the second hook if you're using the exact same part. You don't need to re-record those. And a lot of this is trial and error. So my advice to you is to keep trying new things, keep trying new sounds, and see what you like and where you start to fit into. For this song, I need to keep listening and I need to keep thinking about what else I want to add. The vibe that this song is giving me is not so much of that strum guitar, but more of that synth-based song with some lead guitars on top of it. Again, please let me know which snare option you prefer. I am kind of stuck on that a little bit, but let me know your thoughts. I will definitely take that into account as we move on with this song. On the next video, I'll work on adding some lead guitars, adding the bass, and then, as some of you have asked me in the comments, I will show you my process for writing these songs, because some of you, like me, want to do it all: produce, write, and sing. So I will be showing you my whole process for writing songs later, and for distributing and promoting these songs. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or suggestions, please chat it up in the comments. See you in the next one. Bye.